What is happening out here? I'm fixing to have to clock in. But these cops have evidently got a speeder. Make sure he keeps looking at me like I'm doing something wrong. And I'm standing inside. I'm standing in the building and they're looking at me like I'm doing something wrong. I'm leaving them alone. I could go out there and question them. You know what I mean? Well, I'm not doing it because it's John's business. This is his property. You know what I mean? Welcome to work. I know where they got him. He was set up way down there. Way down past, there's a Walmart down there somewhere. He was because I went by him doing like 57 and 45. Yeah. We'll leave them alone, let them do what they need to do, I guess. That's not normal for me, but I'm not in public. I'm on my boss's property. You know what I mean? Seriously, I didn't go out there and do like I want to do. Because I'm live streaming to the world too, but this is John's property, so I will not disrespect him by going out there, even though I legally can go out there. Yeah. Here's my thing. But if they're over there, I almost go in that parking lot when he sits there for 4 hours.
Tennessee Supreme Court has ruled your vehicle is an extension of your private residence. How creepy is it to walk up to someone's home window and look in?
Well, you can't.
While someone's talking to him at the front door.
You can't. You'll be on their property to look in that much. You see what I'm saying?
You're allowed to enter people's property.
Well, look, if you're in a public, like the utility right away, right? The sidewalk. You can stand on that sidewalk and you can get a telephoto lens and film in anybody's open window you want. You know what I mean? But if you walk on their property and do like that, you're trespassing.
Unless posted otherwise, you can leave.
But a public building, you can do what you just said. You can look in and put your nose, you can put your face.
How creepy is that to walk up and look at someone?
But you know what cancels out the extension of the private property? Those damn tags make you a commercial vehicle. Then that applies you to all the laws because you got that tag. But if you don't put that tag on there, they're going to stop you every time they see you, even though, believe me, I've been through this. I've had cops stop me because they didn't think I had a tag on my vehicle. And he goes, but I see you do. I go, well, I'll see you later. He's like, no, I need to see your ID. I go, no, the stop's over. You stopped me because you didn't think I had a tag. And you clearly see I do have a tag. So therefore, we are done. And he's like, oh, you're one of them sovereign citizens. And I looked at him and I said, hang on. Don't be labeling me like that's something bad. I go, do you not understand that the Constitution of the United States makes every citizen sovereign in this nation? That does. They labeled.
Simply understand my rights and the law.
The deal with sovereign citizens is they labeled it as a bad thing widely across America to where people are scared to say they're sovereign. You know what I mean? When in reality, you are sovereign due to the Constitution of the United States. Then you got the 1%ers that don't believe in nothing. And that ain't even 1%, it's 0.1% maybe. Who knows? But you hear these people talking about the white supremacy. And have you ever seen a group? Do you know of any? I don't.
I've met some truly racist people.
And then
I don't associate with them, and I also call them all that.
Right, me too.
I mean,
and this is my next problem, this abortion bullshit thing. All right, I can think back. The last 30 years, I don't know one person that's gotten one, thought about getting one, or know someone that's gotten one. So how is this a big deal? Do you know anybody that's got an abortion? Okay. Well, if I go back 40-something years, I know a few people.
Yeah.
But here in the last, 30 years, I don't know anybody.
Like I say, I'm a different generation. My thing with cops is, I don't agree that they're all bad. I do believe it's a few bad apples. But they stick up and protect those few bad apples and cover up for them. And past that, nobody can with threat of violence, violate your rights and get away with it easier than a cop.
Or threat of arrest is what it is. Yeah. Man, you know how bad I want to go out there and talk to them cops, but I'm not doing it because, you know, it's your life.
Go out there and say, I'm a sovereign citizen and I demand to know why y'all pulling this man over.
This sovereign citizen over. You got to use sovereign as much as you can, John. I'm a sovereign citizen. I'm wondering why you pulled this sovereign citizen over.
Sovereign citizen, I declare myself as a sovereign citizen. I want to go get my truck and I'm pulling both of y'all over.
I got
I'm a sovereign citizen. You can't take it in the end.
and I'll probably be saying that too. No, I'm
Now, I
joking.
want to know what he said.
What? Is the guy scared? Oh, that's normal. Dude, in Somerville, the last time I got stopped in Henderson, I had county and city. I had 8 dadgum cars because I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. I didn't get a ticket. Man, you're guilty until you prove your innocence, and anything you say is used against you. All right, I'm officially on the clock.
60 and a 45. Now, I will admit I was doing at least 50, but I don't believe with a single ounce of my being that I was anywhere near 60.
Well,
So he's got no radar. It's the weirdest traffic stop I've ever been involved in. I stopped. He comes up to the window. He never gave his name. He said, I paced you 60 and a 45. Can I have your license and registration? Or license and insurance. I already have my license out. Gave him my license. My insurance is on my phone. I pulled it up. I was like, I think that's. I've never gotten pulled over since I've had this. I don't know if you need more. He's like, no, that's good. He goes to the squad car, comes back. It's unmarked SUV. He's got no markings of his, if he's sheriff or task force or nothing.
So that's
He
what
comes
people say
back.
when Johnny pulled him over.
He comes back with my
No.
license and a ticket. I wrote you up for 55 and a 45. So I go to court and I'm not trying to fight it. I just want to pay the court costs and have it dismissed. Because I know this is the racket. You just want money. This isn't a punishment. You just want money. Little $55, $65.
no.
I go in. They finally the bailiff calls my name. I walk up and he's asking me, why are you here? They said I was speeding. Well, where are you? I don't know. Well, it's a simple yes or no question. I'm answering it as truthfully as I can. I don't know.
Oh, because you didn't know. I set up for
We're
trial.
not trying to fight about it. I said, I'm not trying to fight either. I'm just here to pay the fine and go on about my way. Well, were you doing it or not? I don't know. I'm not saying that I wasn't. I'm just saying that I don't know.
Johnny would have got a contempt of court right there. And they'd have found you.
No,
Well,
no, that I'd ask for a jury trial of my peers, and they'll tell me you can't enact. Because the last time I did this in Henderson, the judge said, "Do you plead guilty or not guilty?" I said, "I enact my Sixth Amendment," and he looked at me and he's like, "What's that?" I said, "My right to jury trial and legal representation." And then he sat there and told me I couldn't do that because traffic court has what do they call it? Something jail time. You don't go to court and see if you don't wind up in jail, right? But he's going to tell me it doesn't have jail time as a punishment, so you can't have a jury trial, that he will be the jury, judge, and executioner. And that's what happened. By the time I told my story of what that cop lied about, as soon as I stopped talking, that jury's like, guilty. Hell, I had a continuance I could have used. I didn't get to use that. But I walked up to his daggum bench and got my toes against it like that and told him I'm appealing his decision.
Look, going through all that,
And then the judge said, well, sir, I am sorry. Your legal knowledge is so far beyond what I know. I have no choice.
It is.
To release you and let you go free.
It is. My legal knowledge of the Constitution of the United States trumps anything they do in that courtroom.
look, going through this.
Do you not realize that? These courts are operating under admirably maritime law. They simulate when you go through there when you go through them swinging gates, that's simulating stepping on the deck of the ship. They treat jury as in a box, that's cargo. I mean, if y'all understood how all this stuff really works, it's a game. And if you play the guilty, not guilty game, as soon as you say guilty, not guilty, you are telling them you are willing to play their game by their rules. That's why I didn't enter a plea, and I said I want to enact my Sixth Amendment. So I never did enter a plea, but the judge did. So that's him but practicing law at the bench, behind the bench. Because I didn't enter nothing.
Guilty, not guilty with the bailiff. The judge comes walking in and says, "We all rise," and go through the little spiel, and the judge sits down and he looks back at me. That's when I was like, "Look, man, I'm not here to fight about it. You know, I'm just trying to pay the fine. I'm trying to explain this to him. You're done talking. Your turn to talk's all over. I'm talking now."
Yeah.
I guarantee you, John's got that plenty of time.
Buddy,
Oh man,
I
I've been
didn't come
put.
here for problems, but 7:30 in the morning, you talking to me like that, and I've shown you nothing but respect. That's a quick way to get a problem.
Hey, they put me in holding cells. I didn't go to jail or nothing. I didn't get contempt of court, but they're just trying to trip me out. I had one judge because I was late coming in Memphis. He sat there and said, it was on Friday. He goes, bailiff, put them in whatever it's called, right? He goes, maybe we'll just keep you here over the whole weekend so you'll be here bright and early Monday morning. And I'm like, oh no. And at the time, I had one of the best lawyers you could ever have. It was Marvin Ballin. That joker come walking in the courtroom. He saw me, and I just shrugged like that. And he walked up to the judge, and then the judge said, bailiff, release them. We'll see you Monday morning. I'm like, yep. And he wasn't on that case. He was driving. I've never been in trouble for anything else other than driving. I mean, I've never stole or anything like that. It's always been driving.
Mine started with driving.
Well, what pissed me off, my first two tickets when I was 16 in Collierville or Germantown, in Germantown, they clocked me at 41 and a 40. Well, I was going down a hill with my foot on the brake, and they got me for 41 and a 40. That cost me $86 back in 1986. I was 16. That was a lot of money. You had to work all week for $86. It wasn't a month later. I'm going through Bartlett, and the same car. I got a ticket for 41 and a 40 and loud muffler ordinance. I'm like, well, sir, I opened up my trunk. I said I was going to work. The muffler fell off. I turned around, picked the muffler up, burnt my hands, threw it in the trunk, explained to this cop that it fell off. He goes, well, it's supposed to be on your vehicle, and wrote me up for loud ordinance. Yeah.
I'm sure you were completely told politely
I was 16 and I was because I didn't realize how tyrannical these people are. All right, I'm gonna get back here, Justin. The cop stop is over. There's the master mechanic. Goonie Goo Goo. Goonie Goo Goo. I'm glad I won because they got enough rock picks. I promise you. I promise you. I'm live streaming to the world. No, I am.
I know. Figured you would be.
I'm always. Not always. All right, I gotta get off here.